Hey guys, today we're playing some Surviving Mars. Thank you very much to Paradox Interactive for sponsoring this video. If you're a fan of Paradox games and simulation/city building games, then this might be a game for you. So we're going to jump in, start a new game, and we're going to see if we can get as far as building a dome on the Martian planet, right? So when you start a new game, okay, basically the idea is you're going to Mars, you're taking a whole bunch of robots before you can build a dome and then bring over actual people. But there's a bunch of things that you can change here to make the game easier or harder. If we go as Russia, we get a 200% difficulty bonus. I don't think so. We're going to go International Mars Mission because that's the easiest. I've never played this game before. Well, we had like kind of a brief walkthrough at Gamescom. But still, I'm pretty much a noob when it comes to Surviving Mars. So we're going to go in with the International Mars Mission as our sponsor. And for our commander profile, we're going to... Well, that's definitely the easiest one. So we're going to go Politician from the International Mars Mission. Difficulty bonus 0%. So this should be a cakewalk. So we get a whole grid. We've scanned one by the looks of it. Sector 64. It has 87% buildable area. Some concrete, some metals. Looks pretty safe. Ready to land. Orbital probe. Scans a sector for deposits and anomalies. So I feel like let's designate a landing site. A promising area has already been scanned. Nice. Select the rocket. So what we're going to do is we're going to scan the areas nearby to see what else is in these zones.
Milestone achieved. Anomaly found.
Sweet. Okay, so there's water there and an anomaly. Okay, well, let's jump in and land our spaceship. Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay, so we're going to land our rocket probably in between these two icons. This is concrete. That's also concrete. There's water down here. Useful later on. And we have touchdown. Now, before you send any humans to Mars, obviously you have to send probes. And true to real life, we've got ourselves some autonomous vehicles that we can program and tell to do things. Take a look around. Press B. Infrastructure. Here we go. So we want there's power, production, life support, storages, and here we get onto domes. So we can have domes, homes, education and research, dome services, and decorations. Right, so straight off the bat, we're going to hit some power and get a large solar panel there. Okay, so that's in position, and it looks like our little drones are moving over to build that stuff. But if we zoom out and we click on this guy, I think we might be able to see his zone of influence. I think it's this blue hexagon right here. Bam, looks good to me. So these guys are getting these I guess, is this rock? But they're picking it up and they're making the solar panel out of it. And you can see here, next to all the buildings, is a little grey platform where they stockpile all the things they'll need to build the building. Pretty sweet. So that's power. What about production? Let's see if we can get some concrete extractors over these concrete deposits. So we'll put one there. And we're going to need probably a little bit of concrete, so we're going to put another one over here. And then we'll try and hook those up with some cable. That should be okay. Let's watch these drones in action. Oh, nice. So while those things are being built, what else can we do? Let's take a look. In production, we've got concrete, metal, rare metal extractor, polymer factory, whoa, electronics, machine parts, and fuel. Life support, that's probably going to be quite important for a dome. We'll need water and oxygen to these domes. Storages. Now here we go. Let's put down some storages so that we can get some drones constantly digging up metals and stuff. So I reckon a concrete depot sounds good to me. If we put them near to... If we put one in between the two concrete zones, fingers crossed that should be close enough to stock the concrete there. There we go, we'll stack those. 4 should be enough, I reckon. Yeah, why not? And we might as well gather the metals in a similar place as well. So we'll put some metal ones there. And then also, let's have some universal ones. Like that. Looks like enough storage to me. Now, the corporation that you pick to move to Mars with, we chose the International Mars Mission or something like that, dictates what kind of bonuses you get at the start. Also, you can toy with and change around what vehicles you take to Mars. We have an Explorer, a rover, a transport, and a whole bunch of drones. But you can also get a whole bunch of other stuff. So I guess we can transport metals with the transporter and other things like concrete. Okay, so if you want to build a dome pretty far away, you can use this guy to load up and cart them away. Now, the first concrete extractor is up and running, and as you can see, it's harvesting that sweet, sweet concrete from the surface of Mars. I had no idea that concrete was common on Mars, but I don't know. This is like a future not too far away. I imagine like 30 to 50 years from now, maybe we'll be doing this. This is maybe Elon Musk's son is going to go to Mars. And maybe if we look around, we might find his Tesla crash landed inside some kind of rock. In fact, that'd be really cool if there's like a mystery in surviving Mars to find Elon Musk's Tesla that he sent into Mars on the first rocket to Mars. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, it's nighttime, which means the power's off. Let's see if we can get another type of power generation up and running. So first up, we'll put down a power accumulator, cause just like Elon Musk, we want like some sweet battery power to store all of the daylight that we harvest. Let's get a wind turbine for emergencies. We'll plonk it there. And another 2, we'll say, solar panels. Sure, why not? That should give us plenty of power going forwards. So what's on the bar at the bottom? We've got game speed here. If we want to speed things up, we can kickstart the action into fastest speed. 5 times normal speed, which we're going to do for the most part, because no one wants to have a slow game. You can have research. Whoa, okay. And there's research trees, biotech, engineering, robotics, physics, and social. Okay, so scan this anomaly, please. I think he's doing that. Is that what he's doing? It's got like a symbol. The drone hub is a stationary command center that can control more drones than the RC rover. Consider constructing a drone hub in each of your major outposts. So we could do that. Okay, so there's a progress bar. Is that a day? That's the day. So hour 6, hour 7. Yeah, I think that's the daytime progress. So this guy's analyzing the anomaly. Let's see what he says. What's up? What's up with this anomaly? What is it?
Anomaly analyzed. Milestone achieved.
Achievement 017. Wait. We got.
There's more to the barren environs of the Red Planet than meets the eye.
Oh.
A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
The following text has been revealed on the research screen. Advanced Martian engines. Martian? I guess we're Martians now because we're on Mars. People from Mars are Martians, even if they're humans. So what do we unlock? Oh, right. The next tier. Sure. Okay, cool. So we have a fair amount of funding. Research per sol is 300 research per day from our sponsor, I suppose. So what do we want to research? Oh, I don't know yet. I don't know what we want to be spending our research on. So let's just select that first. And we're done. Okay, so we got the solar panels are still being built. We've got lots of things being stored over here at Universal Storage. That's nice. That's pretty sweet. What is actually being held here? Let's see. So there's some electronics, some machine parts, some polymers. Where are we getting all this stuff?
Cable fault reported.
Cable fault? What does that mean? Build a sensor tower, scanning speeds, advanced warnings for disasters. That sounds pretty important. I've never seen a disaster in this. When we saw it at Gamescom, there was none of that. So let's see. Infrastructure, sensor tower. And we'll put it near to the drone hub as well because it's kind of a similar thing, right? Infrastructure, cable fault. So is this just not plugged in correct? Or is there something wrong with these power cables? The wind turbine's going around though. Let's see. Okay, back up and running. That worked. And we're getting power. Power generation is up and running. And these batteries are charging. The wind turbine's spinning at furious speeds. Looks like we're all good. Now what we want to do is we want to get to building a dome. A basic dome. A small dome suitable for the early days of a colony. And I feel like down here near the water is the perfect spot. Doesn't have a cable connection yet, but it doesn't need one really. Not just yet. So we'll put it there and hopefully these little suckers are going to get constructing this. It needs lots of concrete, lots of metals, and lots of polymers. But we have been earning polymers somehow. So I think with a little bit of luck, we're going to have all the things we need. Okay, so life support. Let's build a water extractor. What's a Moxie? Produces oxygen. No production during dust storms. So I guess that just stands around and makes oxygen. Seems fair enough. Let's just plunk this here. It seems okay. Let's move our RC rover down so that we're definitely in a catchment area for our drones. And this guy's got 4 drones inside. Can we get him to like... Whoa, what's that? Was that a meteorite? Okay. Go, drones. These guys are gathering metal, putting it where it counts. water's going to happen eventually. We'll put our oxygen stuff near to our drone hub. So let's see. We'll put a Moxie. Let's put a couple of Moxies down, because you know what? I like Moxie. We're going to need some pipes, I suppose. Pipes transport water and oxygen. Good, good, good. Produces water from the atmosphere. That sounds like it might be a good one. Hydroponics. Well, I guess we'll need food as well for the dome. Oxygen tank. Right, so we'll need something to keep oxygen. We'll put those over here. I reckon 2 tanks. And then we'll need water towers as well. And we'll put those also over here. Oh yeah, our little colony is well on the way to, I guess, being up and running. All we want to do is get a dome now. These things need to be hooked up with cables. It's fair enough. And we're just going to drag a cable along here. And we'll bring a cable around the back of here too. Looks good to me. So all these water towers and oxygen tanks should have power after this. All right, we've exhausted all of our metals. So I guess we need to go out with our drones and gather up some more of that sweet, sweet metal. We've got loads of concrete, though. That is, like, in full swing. Let's load up our dude with some of the things they need to make the water extractor. Zip, 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 zip. And now if we drive this guy down, let's see if the drones take the materials from the transport to build it. Alright. Come down here, my friend. Unload all. Oh, there we go. He's uploading all of his stuff. And these guys are actually dropping off the metals to this little pad as well. It's pretty cool. What's going on here? Oh, these things need pipes. Okay, well, we've got power to all these things. Let's pipe them up. Pipe valve. Manually activated to cut off water and oxygen. Why would you want to do that? I guess if there's a fire, you don't want to put any oxygen through somewhere. Okay, well, let's build some pipes. It's time for pipes. This dome almost has enough materials. Just needs a lot of concrete now. Well, tell you what, let's drive the old transport thing up here. Pick up some more of this concrete. It looks like everything's a bit too far away, and the catchment area from these drones is a bit tricky. Let's just go head over here, my friend. Load up on concrete. Oh, he's got room for even more. How much can he have? Whoa, lots. Okay, now he's fully stocked. Put the concrete... Can we deposit the concrete to the actual dome? I think we probably can. Put it here, my friend. And there you go. Loads of concrete ready for this dome to consume. And that's it. Yeah, the boys over here picking up the concrete from this pad and taking them straight to the dome. So this thing's got enough concrete now almost. Getting there. Can almost commence building of the dome. So here we go. Oh man!
Milestone achieved.
We just
have
built
a
the
power
dome!
Shortage.
But we forgot to hook up some cables. So let's hook up some cables to this dome and see what we can put inside. There's a power issue. I think that's to do with cables. I think there's a faulty cable somewhere. Or is it just a case of not having enough power? Hourly production is 5.4. Total demand is 22.8. I just think we're not making enough power, especially at night time. Luckily, it's day any second. But I think we're going to need some more wind turbines. We don't want our dome to go without power for any length of time. Oh yeah, there we go. There should be plenty of power. Now, I'm not sure. This is touching the other solar panel, but it's not touching the cable, so it might not produce power for the network. We'll have to wait and see. What do these things need anyway? Concrete? Oh, just concrete and machine parts. Again, I'm not sure where our machine parts are coming from, but we have some, so I'm not going to complain. So it looks like hourly we produce 36.4. The demand is 22.8 hourly, and the stored power is way up there. It's pretty cool. We've only got one concrete farm up and running at the moment, so that's okay. Cables have been fixed. We're just waiting for the other cables over here. Oh, this thing's up and running now as well. Let's hook this up to the network. Right, this thing is not hooked up to power, so just as we thought, the cables have to wrap around over this side. There we go. Should help. Oh man, so we have our first dome. A dome suitable for the early days of the colony. It's got insufficient power. It needs 15 apparently, because the cable isn't hooked up. It's got some oxygen and some water. No food. So maybe a hydroponics farm is required as well. Let's put a couple of those down. No workers. Can we put it inside the dome? I think they have to be put inside the dome. So we can maybe put hydroponic farms up in one of these quadrants. Each of these domes is split up into like segments of 6, and they each have, again, like a set of grid spaces. We've got a basic dome. We're going to need living quarters, 100%, which we can put there. Now, what else do we need for our dome? Dome services. Aha, right, so depending on what kind of colonists we get on Mars, we're going to need some different things, because we might get some habitual gamblers who need a casino. Well, not need a casino, but they might enjoy one. But gamblers come with, upsides and downsides. They might be gamblers, but they're actually really good when they're not gambling at whatever their job is. You also get artists. I suppose a grocer might be important for distributing the food. Open air gym, keep people fit and healthy and socializing. A space bar. I've already got one of those on my keyboard. Lol. What else is there down here? Decorations. Oh, no way. So if we want to just put a lake in, you know what? We can frickin' put a lake in. Okay, so we have the water pump going through. Let's move our rover up so that these pipes and the hydroponics farm and things are in the range of this rover. When you're ready, you can invite the first colonists. Oh, maybe we should do that. Okay, I don't think we're quite ready yet, though. We've got living quarters. The hydroponics farms need to be built, though. They need polymers and metals, which we don't actually have that much of. It might be a case of going out with a transport and a rover and gathering some metals from a deposit out and about. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is all working out pretty well. Okay, resupply. Here we go. Select a cargo rocket and load the desired payloads. This is how we get more materials before we harvest them. Plan carefully. You have a limited number of rockets and travel times are significant. So we want a cargo rocket because we want some polymers. Yes, we do. Let's get a few. Machine parts might come in handy as well. Let's get some food to start the ball rolling. Everything else seems okay. Might as well just get some electronics as well, because we haven't got any of those yet. And that looks good to me, I reckon. Launch. Here we go. Now we're also going to get a resupply of passengers. Alright. This passenger rocket will deliver colonists and a minimal food supply to Mars. Use review to inspect the traits of the arrivals. Okay. So, what are we saying? We don't want any children. Youths are okay. Adults are okay. Middle-aged. Alright, so these are the applicants. We've got a geologist, a scientist, an officer. And I guess we get to pick up to 12. There's 8 pages of these guys. Alright, well, China number 1. We're going to go for a full Chinese, or at least Asian-looking team. So we want Ying Kwok, geologist. Oh, yeah. Li Kwok, I guess they're brother and sister, or brother and brother, or sister and sister. Sure. And we're going to go full China number 1. No specialization. These guys all seem fine. I have no idea how to pronounce any of these, so that's fine. Bruce Fu. Oh, nice. And Bao Li. Let's do it. Let's launch. 12 or 12. Available residences on Mars is 14, so we've got plenty of places for these guys to live. Let's launch and watch these guys move in. Now, it might take a while for these rockets to get here. As you can see, it's the Perseverance 1 and the Perseverance 2. Both of them are traveling to Mars, and they're about 10% roughly each on their way. Wow, 120 food on that rocket, and that's apparently minimal. We got 20 food on this other one. I feel like I should have loaded this a bit more. This is the fastest game speed though, so let's just hang tight and wait for these guys to arrive. Meanwhile, while we're waiting for those rockets, let's get a closer look at these homes. And these are pretty well modeled. I like the look of these domiciles. There's a little icon there from my space agency. Nice. Oh yeah, these are pretty slick pads. They're all unfurnished. Oh no, they are furnished. So you get like a couch, a bed. Oh man, even some sun chairs. Even though I guess it's probably quite cold on Mars. I'm not sure really why you'd enjoy the sun when it's that cold. The kitchen looks pretty sweet though, man. That's full white goods, the whole deal. Here we go. Right, it's in orbit, ready to land. Bam. So we can plonk them. We might as well just plonk them over here by the dome. Chuck you there, my friend, and your buddy pal, partner. Let's watch this guy come down. Where is he? Still landing? Here we go. Rocket number 1. Perseverance. And this should have our cargo. So that's got some free stuff for us to use to repair stuff. These drones, as soon as this lands, I hope they're going to get up to speed gathering all that stuff. We'll speed up the game so it's quicker. They'll just offload all this stuff, I hope.
Haggard, unsure.
Oh, here we go.
Full of hope. The first founders have set foot on the Red Planet.
Yeah, Matt Damon! So now we have some dudes. It's up to us to look after them while they're here.
Achieved.
So, oh god, it's going a bit quick. Let's slow it down. Watch these suckers arrive. Oh man, these guys... What's with the cash? Are they all just... Oh man, they all just... What's up with these guys?
New colonists have arrived.
A trained geologist, specialization, workplace. So traits, here we go. Founder, workaholic, enthusiast, and vegan. So vegan just makes him more difficult, I suppose. Or her. This guy's a loner. Oh man. This one is lazy and melancholic. Oh, that sucks, man. This guy's a founder and a workaholic. I like workaholics. A vegan, another vegan, a gambler, but he's religious. So that's quite the conflict. A vegan, melancholy guy, religious, a hippie. Whoa, okay. Didn't know they were coming to Mars too. Another gambler, lazy, melancholic, and a founder, workaholic. Nice. And they're all moving in, making friends, except the loner guys, and chatting stuff. Oh man. So I guess from here, we have to flesh out our dome, perhaps build more domes, and start establishing a colony on Mars. Well, thank you for watching. This has been a quick look at the very early stages of surviving Mars. It's in development, so stay tuned and watch this space, because when this game comes out, it should be a lot of fun. I've been Sjin. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.